Hey yo, what's up? DJ Cliff. I'm at X-Ray FM with a little something extra for ya. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for checking in, for real. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell your family and friends to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Let them know what's happening. You might get a chance to win some tickets to an event like Mic Check PDX back on 27th of February. Trox Diesel on the ones and twos. King Theo's gonna be in the building. You know what I mean? Looking forward to having him come through. Ilson's Ill Even. You know what I mean? Motaz, Joseph. We might have to do the cypher, but you should check it out, man. Nah, but for real, man. It's a little something extra. Just wanted to share some stuff with y'all. So check this out. Yo, check it out, man. The homie Kunu came through X-Ray FM, Welcome to the Neighborhood, man. We was talking about his latest album. It was a dope conversation, upcoming album, dope conversation. I want you to check it out. So we captured some visuals from that. So check it out right here. This is a little something extra from your guy, DJ Cliff. Yeah. All right, y'all. So like I said at the top of the show, a great show for y'all tonight, man. It's dope to have an opportunity to have this cat live in the neighborhood. Somebody that, like, we've been kind of building over the years, which is dope, but it's dope to actually have him in the neighborhood. I've been talking about having him in, and like, I know I'll be slipping sometimes, but you're here now, bruh.
Yeah.
And let them know who you are, yo.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Kunu Bearchum, formerly Strychnine. I represent Burial Ground Society. I've been rocking in Portland for about 7 or 8 years now. Big shout outs to basically the whole Burnside scene. My connect to the Portland music world is through Burnside, through skateboarding. My uncle was Osage Buffalo was one of the guys who was down there who built Burnside.
Oh, word.
On Halloween night 30 years ago. And then through that, I got connected to My G, DJ Wicked, and Cable Rock. All the local homies that do hip hop, but came from the skating world.
That's crazy, bro. See, that's why I like having people in here, man. I get to learn. It's dope because I'm honored to be considered one of the OGs, but there's so much about Portland history that I continue to learn, man. So that I had no idea, bro.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I mean, dude, like, some of my very, very first memories were my mom putting me up on the quarter pipe underneath the bridge, and watching my uncle skate when I was like probably 2.5 or something, like 3 years old.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So do you still head down there? Do you still skate?
Nah, man. I mean, dude, I ended up breaking too many bones and not getting good, and then I transitioned into doing graffiti, and then just got too crazy with the graffiti, and then I was like, man, how do I get up? How do I get my fame?
Yeah.
But the whole time I was always just writing. I always had my pen and my pad, and I was always into just writing lyrics.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, cool. This is, I'm not saying it's like a safer, form of expression in hip hop.
Yeah.
But for me, skateboarding wasn't working out. Graffiti was, I was getting hemmed up and whatnot. So I was like, all right, let me just stick to the pen and
right.
and make music.
That's what's up, man. Chopping up with Kunu. So when we first connected, I met you. I knew you as Strychnine.
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the way, you switched it up. What's the genesis of that title change or that name change?
I think a lot of that had to do with me just like becoming a father. Shout out to Shoshana, baby mama, queen at home, taking care of the seed, Asa Sky. So yeah, I think it was a big part of that, just kind of trying to basically just evolve. That whole concept of like, just learning and growing. And Strychnine was cool. It worked for me, for my early 20s, and that life that I was living, just fast, just trying to do whatever I could, and just being crazy and not really giving like nothing, just going for it. But then, as life progressed, I was like, all right, cool. That served its purpose. Now I'm trying to just show the world who I am, without that like interference of a mask, of like trying to pretend to be something that isn't serving me.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Chopping it with Kunu. So I've seen you perform, seen you rock stages. Did your thing at Portland Hip Hop
at the time it was Portland Hip Hop Day at the big celebration down in front of City Hall, but also performing around the city. It's cool to not only have seen you live, but then now have an opportunity to see you put your art in a project like this. So the project that we're talking about is Through the Battle Smoke, and that's your upcoming release.
Yeah.
Drops
March 14th on all digital platforms. I'll also have physical copies. We're pressing up vinyl. We'll have CDs. We're actually doing tapes. We're doing a limited run of tapes.
Word.
But we're also doing these USB. It looks like a tape. It's the same dimensions as a tape, but it has like a USB flip out.
Word.
So it'll have, the project. We'll probably fill it up with, music videos and, extra content.
Yeah.
So, but it'll still be within the cassette tape, so.
Got you. That's what's up, bro, that you decided to go that route. And, because for the most part, people rock in the digital world, but there's a lot of us out there who still appreciate physical, man. And I think it's cool that you're hitting everywhere we can get it. Vinyl, CD, cassette, USB. To be able to do this project that big has got to feel really good.
Yeah, and really, I got to shout out to Evergreen State College up in Olympia, Washington.
Word.
They have a Longhouse Native American Studies program up there, and they do. I think it's quarterly, or it might be, maybe it's once a year, but they do a grant for Native artists.
Yeah.
So I applied for that, and the reason I'm able to release in these different forms where maybe. If I didn't have grant money backing me and it was more just kind of my own paper, I would have just done a digital release.
Right.
But because I have some backing, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit all these, different platforms and see what works.
Yeah.
Myself, I'm old enough that my very first musical experiences were with tapes.
Mm-hmm.
When I was coming up, it was, I remember my uncles gifting me tapes. Like I had like Shaq, I think it was like Shaq Fu or something. I had one of Shaq's tapes, and and then it was like as I was getting older through elementary and middle school and stuff, obviously it was CDs at that point, but I wanted to be able to like pay homage to having that form.
So dope.
Yeah, so I'm super stoked. So yeah, big ups to Evergreen State College, to their Native American educational program out there, but then also the Native American Native Arts and Cultures Foundation, which is local here.
Yeah,
I got a grant from that as well to do a release event, and we're doing that at the Pica Warehouse on March 20th, and we're partnering with another organization called Indigenous Rising. No, sorry, Indigenous Come Up. My bad. Okay. Indigenous Come Up.
All right,
and
gotta get it right. Gotta get it straight.
Yeah, you can check them out on all the socials. We're just trying to get like indigenous vendors in the place. And then also at the end of it, we're gonna end it out with a performance, and I'll do several cuts from my project, from the album Through the Battle Smoke, but we'll also have guest performances coming through. So
that's what's up, bro.
It'll be fun.
All right, so we mentioned it a couple times, man. Let's give a little taste, man. I want to play the title cut, Through the Battle Smoke. And you mentioned that this was one of the folk who you started building with back in the day before you really got into, being a rapper. You mentioned DJ Wicked, and you got him on this joint right here. Oh
yeah, man, this is years and years and years in the making, man.
Yeah.
I've been going to Wicked Wednesdays for probably about 7 or 8 years. No, maybe like 10 years now.
Yeah.
And I finally was able to get him on a project, and he's lacing the cuts on this.
That's what's up, man. All right, so this is the title cut, Through the Battle Smoke. We're going to give y'all a taste of this. Come back and chop it up some more with Kunu right here, X-Ray FM. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Cheers.
Yo, what up, y'all? DJ Cliff. It's a little something extra for you. Live from the X-Ray FM studios, broadcasting live episode of Welcome to the Neighborhood on X-Ray FM. This joint right here, this is Nikki Jean, featuring Lupe Fiasco. She's going to be in Portland. She's on the Atmosphere Tour. It's coming up. She's going to be live in the neighborhood next week. Excited to have her on live. We're going to be giving away tickets. So if you want to go to a sold-out show, you got to be tuned in. Hey, yo, so check it out, man. A little something extra. DJ Cliff. That's what we do, baby. Them ticks. Hey, yo, I got